Calypso, Calypso, Calypso music.
We breaking neck to reach prices high, and a trip to the market and your pocket dry. While I'm seeking to get ahead, asking God for a daily bread.
Ephraim Ramkissoon is one of South Trinidad's most popular Calypso singers. On any given night at Calypso House, Brother Ramki, as he is known, might be one of a handful of East Indian performers. But he says the contribution of East Indians to Calypso music can often be downplayed. It's a misconception George Mirage cleared up in his book, The Roots of Calypso, where he found over 70 East Indian Calypsonians down the years. Mirage has spent his life researching and writing on Calypso music, publishing 2 volumes of his findings. He begins our interview by paying homage to the Hindu prince who passed away a week ago.
I spoke to Hindu Prince about why there are not too many Indian Calypsonians in the sense. He said it's not that they did not have the throat for Calypso. They had this East Indian sing-song voice. So they were accepted if they wanted to be. Look at Sonny Man, look at Ricky Jai.
And some, Mirage says, were confronted with the wrath of a Calypso crowd.
Checks. When I interviewed him, he said he sang a Jail and Fear at that time with Mr. Bella or Marabella, and he was spelled down. He was actually thrown with doubles and orange and everything too. And Dr. Williams had to go and put his arms around him and said, "Hey, you don't worry. I like your Calypso."
Tell them this year, Ricky Jai.
Mirage says many East Indian performers would also turn their attention to chutney music, which impacted the number of performers wanting to venture into Calypso music. But Ramkissoon has had a warmer experience with the art form. In addition to singing, he also composes Calypso music, and his songs have topped the secondary school festival 3 times.
I think that when you're good, you're good. It doesn't matter what race you belong to. I see Calypso has evolved. It would have started on the plantation, yes. All right? And I will give you a little history into how it started on the plantation. But it has evolved into a Trinidad thing, a Trinbagonian thing. And I believe it has nothing to do so much with Afro-Indians, because over the years the music would have, with the chutney and those who would have paved the way for us, Sundar Popo, Dropati would have sung, Ricky Jai would have sung.
He says the first impression of the audience is that they are chutney singers, until they start singing.
I remember when I made it to the Unattached Monarch Finals in 2007, we had to go and sing on the greens. Now the greens is where you call Lavantil Road Junction. And when I went up there, I was doing a political commentary. In that time, Mr. Manning was in power, and I was doing a song, pay raise. We want a pay raise. Workers want a pay raise this year. Wifey want to leave me, I fear. I can't do without she, but with my meager salary, price is high in the grocery, you see. And woman want man with plenty money. Wifey a name, Oma, I say, to get $1 million, I do pray. Workers want a pay raise this year. And Patrick say inflation high, so he buy a jet to meet it in the sky. We workers want a pay raise this year. And what you mean? The reception I received from the people was tremendous. I believe the people clapped for me more that night than anybody else.
The principal of a primary school and an educator for 36 years, he now imparts Calypso music on his students and would like to see it as part of the curriculum.
So at the assembly, I would take my guitar and I go, and everybody, la 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 la, and the children, la 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 la. La 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 la. And all all the children on assembly with lala. They know how to lala the extempo melody.
Every class is then challenged to come up with 2 stanzas on a school topic.
I will play for all the classes. And all the classes will present, and some of them might sing on pollution, some of them, but they're singing on a curriculum theme. So we're not wasting time. And I always say, if you could extempo on how to find the area of a square, you have to be good.
Miraj is also an advocate for Calypso music to be taught in schools.
Calypso, to me, is the greatest art form in the world, and it came from our country.
Miraj says with over a century of history, there is much more for our students to learn from Calypso music.